Hello everyone, welcome back to another thrilling episode. Today I'm absolutely thrilled to unveil my latest creation, the blue-black Saruman Amass deck. Get ready to immerse yourself in a treacherous world of Isengard as we delve into the iconic characters like Saruman the White, Mouth of Sauron and Grima. This deck embodies the sinister alliance between Saruman and Sauron, blending iconic cards such as Storm of Saruman, Treason of Isengard and Saruman's Trickery. But that's not all, we have incorporated Easterling Vanguard, Dunland Crabine and Gothmog marched from the Black Gate Orcish Bowmaster to bolster our ranks with the help of Mordor, and in the center of it all lies the captivating Amass ability. I really enjoy playing with this deck because it's so versatile, and when I watch the trilogy I'm always fascinated about the treachery of Saruman and how he was able to create such a huge Uruk-hai army of 10,000 heavy armored warriors. So this was also my goal, to create a Saruman deck, and in my opinion it's a very solid deck. The only card that I'm missing here in the set is why they didn't make an Orthanc card. It would be so cool. So let's take a closer look. This deck has a lot of instant and sorcery spells, and it suits because of Saruman the White, who is a wizard and so he's casting all the spells. We have two double color cards, one of these is Sauron Ransom, which I really like. It's a fantastic card because for 3 mana we can draw at least 2 cards, or sometimes even more, depends on the opponent, and we are even able to see what cards we can draw, so it makes it even more flexible. And the best thing about this card is it's an instant, not sorcery spell, and you can also use it at the end of our opponent's turn. Our second main character is Mouth of Sauron. This card is a little bit expensive because we must pay 3 colorless, 1 blue, 1 black mana. It's a legendary creature and it says, when Mouth of Sauron enters the battlefield, target player mills 3 cards, then amass Orcs 3, where X is the number of instant and sorcery cards in the player's graveyard. And once we have this card on the battlefield, it makes so much fun because we will select, in most cases, the opponent's graveyard, they will mill cards, and then we will get a huge amass creature token. In most cases we already have an amass orc token on the battlefield with 2/2 or 3/3, and then we are just adding more, so it can be a huge creature with 10/10 for example. Speaking of amass, let's delve deeper into our amass synergies. Our deck is teaming with cards that trigger the amass ability. Consider the Orcish Bowmaster one of the best cards in the set. It's so cheap, and the best thing about this card is the flash ability, so we can also cast it in response of our opponent's move. And also it has the amass ability, so whenever our opponent is drawing the second card, it will be activated. The synergy with cards like March from the Black Gate is outstanding. Every attack with the token amasses more power, potentially overwhelming even burn decks. We have also Mordor Master, Easterling Vanguard, Saruman's Trickery and Treason of Isengard. Then we have also 3 removal spells. Golem Bite is one of the best cards in my opinion to begin the game with. Then we also have Claim the Precious and the Enchantment Saga, one ring to rule them all. It fits so great into this deck because Saruman also seeks for the ring, and the cool part here is we tempt our creature, in most cases it's the Orc token, to make this creature legendary, and the next turn the saga destroys all non-legendary creatures. And the last one is as our opponent loses life equal to the creatures in their graveyard. I also added Gothmog to this deck because it gives the token's Death Touch and it makes it more lethal. Also we have the right hand of Saruman, Grima. One of my favorite scenes in the first part is when the Fellowship is traveling on the mountain and Saruman is standing on the top of Orthanc and he's casting a spell to create a huge thunderstorm to assault the Fellowship. And also we have here a card that reminds us of this iconic scene. It's called Storm of Saruman, it's an enchantment, it has Sword 2 and it says, whenever you cast your second spell each turn, copy it, except the copy isn't legendary, you may choose new targets for the copy. So the good thing is we can cast the cheap spells, for example Golem's Bite or the Vanguard, and then we'll copy for example Mouth of Sauron, so we can activate this ability twice. I really like to cast this card, it makes so much fun. The problem is it's very expensive for 6 mana, but that's why I just put 1 copy in this deck. The deck contains 24 lands, 11 islands, 12 swamps and 1 Barad-dûr. So let's play some games. So here we go. We'll start the game. Well, 3 copies of Sauron Ransom we don't need, so mulligan, and yeah, I think we will keep that. That's a very good hand, and we will put Claim the Precious under the library. And also we will keep Sauron Ransom to draw 2 cards. Our opponent is casting Consider. If this deck is designed to draw cards, then we have an advantage. Because that suits us, we have Orcish Bowmaster in this deck. And we'll start to amass our army. Wow, perfect. We have even drawn Orcish Bowmaster. And then we can deal 1 damage. So yeah, this card is the perfect response and it seems to be a mono blue counter deck. Another consider, so this is the perfect timing to cast Orcish Bowmaster and deal 1 damage and amass 1. And then next turn we can also cast Sauron Ransom and we still have 1 mana open, so then we can also use Golem's Bite. And the only way, I think, to deal with the Orc token in this mono blue counter deck is maybe to have cards such as Fading Hope, so they will bring the token back, and since you cannot take tokens back, it will just vanish. Haughty Djinn. Yeah, I know this card. I was also playing this in my Dominaria red-blue deck. And yeah, the power is equal to the instant sorcery spells in their graveyard. Perfect. Also we got another copy of One Ring to rule them all. So we'll attack and let's see if they will block, then we can... Nah. They expect us to have something on the hand. So I think I will cast Sauron Ransom now because I want to avoid any counter spells. Let's see what we will... Yeah, we have Mordor Master and Storm of Saruman. Storm of Saruman is unfortunately too expensive right now. Psst, but we have drawn 2 islands. Huh. Yeah, it seems to be a mono blue deck. And we have to be careful because Naughty Djinn reduces the cost of instant and sorcery spells by 1. So let's see, usually counter spells cost 3 mana to counter any spell. We can attack with the Orc token. Yeah, let's see. Then we can also use Golem's Bite twice. Maybe they have even 2 counter spells. Let's see. So first Golem's Bite. Yeah, here we go. Dissipate. 3 mana actually, okay. Reduces the cost. Come on, don't tell me there is another... Okay, Artiscorn. Yeah, nice. Very nice move. And now it's a 4/4 creature. A flying creature. We might have some problems now. Tolarian Terror. Yeah. Tolarian Terror was also one of my favorite cards in this deck. This spell costs less mana the more instant and sorcery spells you have in your graveyard. So 4 damage. And there's still 2 mana open. So we have to be careful. There is for sure another counter spell. Oh, we have another Orcish Bowmaster. So we can either cast... Yeah, let's go for One Ring to rule them all. And if they will counter it, we can still cast Orcish Bowmaster. And with the token we can always block. Oh no, that's not in counter spell. Okay, draw 3 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you discard the basic land card. Ah, okay. Great, I was already expecting the counter spell. Yeah, wow, here we go. Counter target creature spell. Even good that they are just get rid of these cards. 3 damage to our opponent. That's a lot of damage from a 1/1 creature. And yeah, I think we'll pick Orcish Bowmaster as our ring bearer, so it will survive next turn. And let's see what our opponent is going to do. Okay, they're attacking with both creatures. So yeah, I mean we'll block also with the Orc token. We'll lose it next turn anyway, so we can just block the huge serpent. And our turn. Great. Also now we have Claim the Precious. And then we can cast another One Ring to rule them all. I think that might be a good strategy, because then we can prevent our opponent to cast any creatures. Oh, counter spell. Sure. I mean, better to counter this spell rather than Orcish Bowmaster, because the last phase will only deal maybe 2-3 damage. Depends on how many creatures are in the graveyard, but I haven't seen a lot. I think it's just 2 or 3. The Djinn and the Serpent. Are they going to counter it? No. Perfect. So now we can deal directly 1 damage. And then... yeah, we could, but I think we have to... let's attack with Orcish Bowmaster to draw a card. It's a swamp. And now we can... Mouth of Sauron. Now we have to go for Claim the Precious. Okay, well, actually we would be dead already if they would counter this spell. So we were very lucky. Mouth of Sauron. It will be a huge creature. The token. Counter target creature spell. Okay, so... this card maybe... there are not that many creatures. Maybe we should just get rid of the Enchantment Saga. Consider... okay, so actually they are dead. It will be 2 damage. 1, 2. Yeah, GG. So the last game was very close. And let's see, this time... yeah, this time our opponent starts. Only black cards. Yeah, we'll take it. We can cast all of these cards. And we have 4 swamps. And yeah, great, also an island. And we will go for Easterling Vanguard. And then maybe they have only counter spells. Oh, they have to discard now. Draw a card for each island you control. So we will go for Gothmog. Let's go for Gothmog. And he will amass this one. So we have already a Orc token on the battlefield. And next turn we can also cast Mouth of Sauron, First of Discovery. Draw 3 cards. Discard 2 cards unless you discard a basic land card. Oh yeah, they need the mana. And now we can... Mouth of Sauron is the perfect card against the counter deck. There's so many instant and sorcery spells. It's already an 8/8 creature. Oh, they have to cast the creature now. Or maybe it's already too late. Tolarian Terror. Or maybe they can... maybe they have Fading Hope. So they can get rid of the token. But we can also... yeah, we have enough mana, right? What about... let me think. The One Ring to rule them all. Maybe Claim the Precious is better. We have still 3-2. Yeah. We'll try to kill the Tolarian Terror. And we have to pay the ward cost of 2 mana. Actually, they could counter the spell right now. Fading Hope, yeah. Oh, okay, GG. Yeah, it was just too fast. Also, Mouth of Sauron is very effective against this. So this was the match, Saruman Amass deck against the counter deck. Thank you for watching and see you next time, bye bye.